We're not in traffic. We are traffic. A little bit of wordplay that I created to express an idea about how we remove ourselves from the matter at hand. If we weren't there as another car in a sea of many during surge demand times, there would be no traffic. But we all are there for a reason, and we're contributing to this. Now, as Rally Our Bus is working specifically on the surge demand use case and using buses to solve this challenge, I want to ask you to think of yourself as maybe a part of the system, and maybe that we as individuals can act collectively and solve this problem without an overarching city planning thing. Though, of course, there should be those people thinking about this problem. But in our case, is Rally's bus rideshare letting individuals come together, take cars off the road, and solve the problem of surge demand in a distributed way? I think it is, obviously, and I'm here thinking about it in a new way. You're not in traffic, you are traffic. Can I take responsibility for that? Can I make a difference in collectively on the systemic level if I choose to act differently on an individual level, right? There's that old idiom of act locally, think globally. Can Rally's software, allowing individuals to come together to create bus trips on demand, get enough people out of their personal private cars and put them on high capacity buses, shared transportation, and remove so many that we could actually solve the problem of surge demand traffic that happens around a venue for the big concert, game, whatever. And I always say there's no single solution to this problem. When I talk about buses, I don't want to say that buses can solve all our problems, but this use case, when a lot of people are getting together in the same place at the same time, there's no amount of cars that are ever going to solve this issue. That you can have them driven by robots or without, whatever kind of vehicle you want. Individual cars at low capacity are going to always have an infrastructure issue. There's just never enough roads coming into an area to meet the peak demand. You don't design roads to meet peak demand. You design it a little bit above average. So when we get together, 50,000, 100,000 people at the same time, which is an amazing feeling that if you've never been a part of, you should try. But I know a lot of people are afraid of it because of the logistical challenges that come with getting there and out and how it's just not fun. But I really think that we as a company can help people here, and we have been, and are actually taking cars off the road. You can go so far as saying we're reducing drinking and driving accidents. That's certainly one macro systemic effect that we're having, but we're also increasing the quality of time people have where they're not driving and stuck in traffic. They are socializing amongst their friends and peers, and that's a huge win as far as I'm concerned. Now, the other big advantage of taking cars off the road, of course, is pollution. Every bus we take takes up to 20, 30 cars off the road, and we are quantifiably taking carbon out of the air because these people are going to go to these shows, events anyway. I'm not telling people not to go. You should. And I know people are thinking about the carbon footprints about these big events and the jets of these stars, going around tours, and that's all well and good. And we should take care of that too. And those guys should think of their responsibility on all this. In fact, I challenge any artists out there to promote the bus ride share for your fans, for your attendees, because that'll immediately impact the footprint, specifically the carbon footprint of your events. And so you can jet a little more. No, that's not good. Net, we want to be down. But the point is, do something about it. Either if you've got power at the top, you make it happen. You tell us about this, help us promote it, help us get together, or individuals. I don't have a lot of power. I don't have the means to go communicate to millions of you, but rather I'm here talking to you one-on-one saying, I've made an app that lets people come together to create solutions for the surge demand traffic problems. And if you all use it, then we can take cars off the road collectively. We can reduce the drinking and driving deaths. We can reduce pollution. We can improve the experience of attending these events. We can improve the community relations for all the people that live around these venues. And ultimately, everyone benefits. So this is a distributed solution. I think of it as a techie. I think of it as Web3. This is not a top-down thing. This is about individuals coming together to solve problems that our municipalities aren't thinking about enough. Now, if we do this, I think it can be adopted by the powers that be. It could be the venue, the team, the city around the venue that maybe even owns the venue. Maybe it requires every event that happens at the venue to use a bus rideshare program. Well, Rally Hour Bus, the company I founded, was built on this premise. We want to be out there letting more people know about this. Use the software on your own, or tell your politicians or bosses about it, that we should be doing this for the benefit of everyone. It's just a win-win-win. Check it out. Let me know what you think.